All right, guys. Hi. Welcome to our channel.
Hi.
We're going to be talking about Alexandra Rodriguez, aka Learning to be Fearless.
AKA, that's not what she is anymore.
Nope. How long have you been watching Learning to be Fearless?
Oof. This girl and I go way back. It's been probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 years or so. Probably closer to the 5-year mark. I started watching her because there wasn't a whole lot of people in the plus size community at that time. And I don't know, she seemed to be close to my age and stuff. So I don't know, I was able to relate to her. But in most recent years, I haven't watched many of her videos. I feel that she's not as authentic as she was when she first started. So I probably watch about 10%, 5% of her videos now. What about you?
I feel like I've also been watching her for quite a while. I remember when she was with her ex-fiance, Alan, that was years ago. And I feel like I watched her during that time, at least the beginning of that. And kind of the same thing. I feel like probably you and I were talking about it and we followed, either you told me about her or I told you about her.
Yeah, somehow we
watched her.
We knew that. We started knowing that we both watched her.
Yeah, so we kind of shared that. So we're going to react to her Learning to be Fearless, Alexandra, telling my truth, where basically she's telling us things that we already knew about her that she wouldn't fess up to before. So we're going to react to this. This is all of her opinions. Please don't send hate to anyone, not to her or anyone else. This is just commentary.
Welcome back. Today I just want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you and talk about some stuff that's been weighing pretty heavy on my chest. I've never known if I should address how I'm feeling, or I feel like lately I've been trying to just
ignore it.
Push it aside, focus on the positive, but lately, this space, this channel.
Whenever you're feeling something, I think that you need to address it, especially you're online. You have plenty of viewers looking at you, and they're going to notice. Like us, we've been watching her for years, and we notice when things started not adding up, or it just started being different. And so if you're feeling like something's bothering you, you should address it to some degree.
And honestly, I feel like the only reason she is addressing it is because it's so in her face every single day, whether people are making videos about it or she's getting comments that she just consistently deletes over and over.
You can't hide it. It gets to a point where you can't hide what people are seeing. So it becomes like it's in your face. You can't avoid it.
It's become really negative for my mental health. And I'm trying to take care of myself. And I just want to talk about some things. So I feel like this channel needs some healing right now.
I think you need healing.
I have a lot I want to
She
talk
says about the healing
First and
part,
foremost,
and it's like, come on, you've brought this upon yourself. You're the one who has told people, I'm on this weight loss journey. I love my body. But there are so many things indicating that she doesn't love her body. Many things. First of all, she photoshops her photos. I mean, you can go anywhere and look it up. Learning to be Fearless, Photoshop. She photoshops her photos. Now, think about that. If you're preaching that you love your body the way it looks, why are you photoshopping yourself to look thinner? No double chin, slimming yourself down. Obviously, you don't love your body as much as you're trying to make people think you do.
It gets her into this problem that she starts feeling like there's hate, but it's not really. It's things that she's been building up. And by trying to avoid it, she starts coming out with other things that try and band-aid the main focus of why people are leaving negative comments or trying to bring attention to what they're seeing. She gets herself in this, she digs a hole for herself, basically.
Yep, she sure does.
I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years now, and I have shared so much of my life. I've shared the ups and downs with my weight. I have shared the behind the scenes with school and following your heart. Back when I started this channel, I was literally in college for something totally different. I followed my heart and went to cosmetology school, and I fell in love with it and like preached following your heart. I've always just shared.
Another thing that's bugging me about this video is the jump cuts. Like, I know she's editing this, which is fine, but it just seems like when you're trying to tell the truth or break your honesty, you shouldn't be able to cut anything out, because you should just be real, and whatever comes out comes out. And
it's your raw self, what you're feeling, what you're thinking.
I don't know if you saw it, but she filmed I think it was some sort of haul, and at the end of it, she was explaining why she changed her name to Alexandra Rodriguez instead of Learning to Be Fearless. And when she was doing it, she actually left in like an unedited version of her talking about it. I don't know. It just seems so fake and very like, I'm an actress and I'm putting on a show for you. And that just really rubbed me the wrong way, because I know she didn't mean to put that in there, but she literally left it in on accident. And then when people called her out, she's like, oh, I have to take down the video. Like, there was an editing error. And so she takes it out of her video, which is like, okay, fine. And then people are like, why? Like, it was good to actually see the real you. And she's just like, oh, I already explained it in a previous vlog. Like, I didn't need to leave it in. But the real reason it's because it was embarrassing, because she was putting on a show.
You know, like I literally got full body chill. Because I feel that that's what her channel is now. It's a show. It's a moneymaker for her. That she's seeing this as like as an opportunity to continue working from home and type of thing. But she's not taking it as like, hey, I'm hanging out with my friends and like, here, like, let me teach you what I'm doing and things like that. Like, I think that's where her personality and her channel started changing, because she started developing this type of mentality.
It spends a lot of time trying to sell us things, you know, whether it's something she uses or something she used once. I remember one time she had like some green smoothie that she was like trying to gag down, and I could tell that she hated it. Never had I seen her drink anything green in my whole entire life. And she was here drinking it, promoting it, like, oh yeah, this and that. She had like this little blender thing that I've never seen her use it again. And it's just like product after product, whether it's health related, whether it's beauty related. She just keeps on keeping on and keeps trying to sell us all these things she doesn't really use just to put that money in the bank.
And unfortunately, as much as it's helped a lot of people from what messages I get every day, that means the world, it's also brought a lot of hard stuff to my life, just because, you know, when you share more, you're more vulnerable, and it gives people more ammunition to, you know, critique you. It opens you up to more judgment. And it's something that has been really, really hard not to talk about, but also I didn't want to have to talk about it. I wanted to keep something to myself, but I get it. I've shared so much of my life. You know, when I don't share every little thing anymore, I feel like people get upset and make assumptions, and then it just spirals, and like, I just feel like the hate has gotten just out of control on this channel. And like,
again with the hate,
kept my heart in this, but I just like, I didn't want to talk about this, because what I'm about to tell you has been really, really hard on the internet for me. So obviously a lot of people have kind of figured it out, and I didn't want to talk about it because it's embarrassing, honestly. Like, when I was younger on this channel,
another jump cut, more jump cuts.
Preach about loving the fupa, embracing the
I remember
lower
she was
tummy,
huge
not
on
being
that.
afraid
She
to wear
was
high-waisted jeans and crop tops with them, right?
Oof,
And that's
body
something
positive on
I
that.
always stood by.
Yeah.
And
That was
I
her
ended up
that's her
having
selling
problems.
point. That's why people followed her, was because of her acceptance for bigger bodies. But, you know, in actuality, can we really say that she is very accepting of bigger bodies? I mean, we talked about the Photoshop, but she also, obviously she's trying to lose weight, or she was, which is for health reasons, she says, not vanity. But I can't help to think that some of the things she does are for vanity. I mean, she did a whole video back a long time ago when she first started her channel about her liposuctioning her double chin, right? Mm-hmm. So you can't tell me that was a health reason. Like, that's definitely vanity.
She was really tiny at that point.
Yeah,
like,
she was young.
She was really young.
So I'm like, what in her head, you know, she wants to be body positive, is telling her that she needs to have a medical procedure done to change the way she looks. Like, that to me is like the opposite of body positive. It's like, I am so insecure, but maybe if I keep faking it, I'll make it. Like, maybe people will believe that I am body positive. She had liposuction of her chin. She also, before that, I'm pretty sure she had a lap band, which is also weight related. Again, it could be health related, but the fact that she's photoshopping her pictures and also had that chin lipo or laser, it just seems, is she in it for health or is she in it for vanity?
You know, when I started YouTube, I was like 70 pounds lighter than I am right now. And my weight's always fluctuated. And my lower stomach, it's not just fat, it was also a lot of skin. And unfortunately, it's just like, it just sucks that I have to share this. I almost feel like I'm being bullied into sharing this. But like,
I'm not laughing that she thinks she's bullied. I'm laughing that she's the victim in this, when honestly she has completely brought this upon herself. In one of the comments, when someone asked her like, hey, how did you get rid of that lower stomach? You know, one day it was there and one day it wasn't. And she comments back, oh, I've just been working out. Like, when you're telling your audience that you can get rid of your lower stomach by working out and it just goes away.
And you're not doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why she's getting all this negativity in her channel is because she's not being upfront. She could have brought this up ages ago and people would have understood. But she's bringing it up now after she's gone through hauls where she's like, oh no, I'm a size 18 when the clothes aren't fitting her. She's doing all this body positivity things up until this point, and then she's not addressing the problem. Like,
yeah,
that's where she keeps digging herself into a hole, and then she feels this way.
I owe an explanation because this was something that I was so passionate about, like embracing your lower tummy, because I know we all got lower tummies. But ultimately, I started developing problems with my lower tummy because it had a lot of loose skin, a lot of fat, and underneath I started developing infections with like all the moisture. I couldn't keep it dry. I couldn't keep it clean. I was developing problems. This video is really hard for me to make and talk about. And
honestly, if that is true, that is incredibly sad. But I have a hard time believing her, only because she does not tell the truth very often. And it just feels like she's fabricating like an actress, making up this story because she wants people to feel sorry for her. Now, that's just my opinion. You may disagree, but in my opinion, she showed that, you know, throughout her channel, she's been pretty dishonest about a lot of things. And I just feel like this is just one way for her not to take accountability.
I just want to clean the slate because I don't want to be known as a liar and
Too
not
late.
telling you guys about it. Like, I
Should've
see
done
the
that ages
comments
ago.
every day about it, and I'm just like, because I know people are just going to think I'm lying. I know people are just going to assume that it was because I hated it. It caused me so many problems. Like, to literally the point where I asked my doctor, I'm like, can we just get rid of it? Like, it was just constant.
Has she addressed
Like,
this
I just
before?
could
She wouldn't
not
have to give this
get
explanation.
issues under control with it.
No.
It
She
was
could have
literally
just said, trying to be truthful to her viewers, she'd be like, hey, listen, I'm still body positivity, love your fupas. I have a medical condition that I don't want to go into, and I don't think I owe you guys a explanation on this. But I'm going to go through with this. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't love it. It doesn't mean that I don't think you guys shouldn't love your own fupas. But she doesn't say it. She tries to push it under the rug, and until she's forced to say something about it, now she's saying something, but her credibility is gone.
Yeah, and she's even covered up the fact, like, if you look back at the vlogs, I'm pretty sure she had the surgery October of 2019, and there's a vlog where she's like, oh, I'm feeling really sick, I had to take a week off, oh, like, I'm really sore, I'm on Tylenol or aspirin or something like that, and I'm pretty sure that was during the time of her surgery, but she just kept on telling her viewers that she was feeling sick. It's like, come on, like, why couldn't you tell us? And then literally like a few weeks later, she's doing a haul, and where did her lower stomach go? Disappeared.
Well, even if you go back to her Instagram around that time period, you see it. There's a point where her body looks a certain way, and then after the surgery, her stomach looks different.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't gonna raise suspicion, what else?
Yeah, even her belly button. You can see in like
Yeah.
bikini pictures, like her belly button's shape is different. Like before, it had like a little fold because when you're chubby, your belly button's not a perfect circle. Then once she had her surgery, her belly button was perfectly round, and I just felt like, okay,
It's nice and stretched.
nice and it's just
it looks too perfect.
yeah, exactly. And it's like, let's see. You're not going to tell us about this, but everyone can visibly see. And the thing that was weird is that she continued to gain weight, but she was even bigger than before when she had her stomach hanging. But yet, like, her body was just a different shape at this point. And still she was like...
This would have been a good period for her to do a channel transformation.
Even if she said, like, I'm on the journey to feel body positive,
Yeah.
I still am insecure about a lot of parts of my body, including my lower stomach.
It makes it more relatable.
Exactly. I feel like people would be a lot more receptive to that.
Yeah.
So raw and itchy and sore, like, all the time. And I was very insecure about it. Not even the way it looked, but like the way it felt, the way it smelled. Like, I was just having problems. I was having so many problems with it. And I asked my doctor, I'm like, look, like, what's the solution here? Like, is it possible to get this removed? Like, is this considered a tummy tuck? Like, what is this? After trying like medicines, creams, every over-the-counter product, every like drug product from the doctor, like, it was just giving me enough problems where I looked into getting my lower stomach removed. Yes, I had it removed. Was it last year or the year before?
I'm also wondering if her insurance covered this. If she's having so many medical issues with it, normally, medical insurance will cover it. But I believe this is plastic surgery if it's not considered medical. Yeah. So I'm wondering about that. Did she pay out of pocket? Which she does have the money to pay out of pocket. I mean, she's been paying for different kinds of procedures for a while, so wouldn't surprise me.
I didn't want to share it because I knew that this made me look like a hypocrite. And for the longest time, I was like, I shouldn't do this because, I preach loving your fupa, loving your lower tummy. But genuinely, it was just causing me so many problems. And I came to this point where I thought to myself, like, hey, this is something I really want to do for myself. Like, if you have a lower tummy, you might understand how it can get. Mine just got so severe. But also I have a couple friends with like the same lower stomach and they didn't have these problems. I don't know, I'm very sensitive. But nonetheless, I came to the point where I was thinking to myself, like, hey, this is something you really want to do. Like, are you gonna not do it because the internet's gonna judge you? Like, or are you gonna do something for yourself that you really want to do for yourself? I decided to do it, and it's helped me very, very much. I don't have any of those issues anymore. It just feels so much better for me personally, physically. My doctor co-signed it. I had a really great experience. I didn't have like a tummy tuck where they like pull it really tight and like tighten your abs. Like, no, like literally it was just to get rid of the flap so I could heal underneath.
I remember her fupa wasn't that big. I don't remember.
That's a huge secret. That's the big secret. Like,
Did you see that she made a
wanted to share
TikTok
this,
recently and she deleted it, but it was like something about celebrities having plastic surgery, like why are they getting critiqued about it? And then she ends up deleting it. So I'm like, okay, so she's trying to give us subliminal she's trying to give us subliminal messages about, first of all, she considers herself a celebrity, which is kind of funny, just to say like, yeah, like plastic surgery is fine, which it is fine. But I feel like she is thinking, or she wants us to think, that she's getting hate because she got plastic surgery. And it's like, that is not the reason.
Surgery.
Yeah, and it's like, that's not the reason.
That's not the point.
That's not the reason.
Yeah.
I get why people were upset that I didn't, because I do share so much online. I always have.
You think you do,
now
but
that
you
I'm
don't.
moving in the direction of having kids and getting older and like suffering mentally, like my mental health has not been.
Get off the internet and go get help.
A lot of people are confused because, my channel is going kind of in a different direction. Like, I don't think I want to.
Does she even know how many issues she's creating for other people that have insecurities about their body when she's telling people, yeah, I lost the weight and my lower stomach went away, or I'm this size and she's really not, or I just eat this and I've lost all this weight, when that's not even the truth. It's like she's making people have their own body insecurities because she's projecting something that isn't even true. Mm-hmm. So it just makes other people feel insecure. I mean, obviously, like if you're older, then maybe this doesn't get to you. But what if you're, 12 or 13 and you're insecure about your body and you're watching her thinking, oh, if I do these Weight Watcher hacks, I'm going to lose so much weight like Alex. And, is she losing weight?
And I'm going to lose my fupa right away.
Yeah, I'm going to lose my lower stomach. It's going to be gone.
As much with vlogs right now, I don't know what the future holds, but mentally, I think I just need to take a step back from vlogging.
You need a break.
And I'll still be posting content because I genuinely love making videos and taking pictures.
And photoshopping them.
I'm still plus size. I'm still me. You should still love your lower tummy. You should still love yourself through it all. And literally I started sharing my weight loss journey and
how her channel started.
I got so open and vulnerable with it when I wasn't losing weight fast enough or looking different fast enough and getting hated on for that, I in turn started stress eating again. And I'm not losing any more weight. I've been just stuck for months.
Is she stuck or does she gain her weight back? Is she ever going to be truthful about that? No.
I shouldn't say ever, at least for now. This is the last time I'm going to talk about weight.
I really think that that's the best thing she can do is just stop talking about weight, because I feel like she's very lost when it comes to weight. She wants to perceive that weight loss is if you do these things, you're going to lose weight. And then she's not completely honest. When in her channels and her vlogs has she said, I overate today? She never says that. She never says, I've been stress eating, and I think it would be so relatable to everyone if she was just hey, I had a bad day today. I didn't eat the best. I'm pretty sure I'm putting on weight. I need to take a break, from Weight Watchers or from exercising. It just feels like she's forcing this health journey that isn't actually a health journey. I think that's one of the reasons she disabled her, or not disabled, but stopped using her Instagram account for the Healthier Alex. She was getting a lot of critiques on it, but also it wasn't true to her.
I might share some recipes maybe, but ultimately part of me wishes I never even opened that door and just did it myself. And I also feel there's this video is so vulnerable right now. I'm literally just shaking. I'm so nervous right now because I've thought about filming this, and I'm so afraid of being canceled over something like this, because I feel ever since the pandemic started, cancel culture is just out of this world. And I think that people should be allowed to learn and grow. Trust me, there's certain crazy things that people should get canceled for. But with a lot of stuff, I feel people should be held accountable. I'm taking accountability. I'm sharing my truth.
Partly.
I just
accountability.
Yeah. There's still a lot more.
Allowed to grow and learn and move on and not just be thrown out into the trash. And my channel was Learning to Be Fearless, which the name I came up with a decade ago. I am ready to just be me and do what feels right in my heart and share what feels appropriate and good. And when I had the name Learning to Be Fearless, not sharing this, I feel people were very upset. And it's
I'm wondering who encouraged her to make this video, because I know she has a management team, and they had to know that she was getting all this hate. And her husband, who I haven't seen him in a video in a while, so I'm wondering if they were pushing her to make this video, because I mean,
judgmental and mean.
She hasn't came clean.
I am a firm believer that you should be allowed to do whatever you want with your body. I really am. I think if you want to do
sounds like justification,
even just to change the way you look,
yeah,
to change the way that you feel, if you're having
nothing wrong with plastic surgery.
Nothing.
No.
That's my opinion.
If you want to do that, do it.
It's the way that she's portraying herself. That's the
This is
issue.
just my truth.
Is it your truth? Can we give you a lie detector test, Alex?
The slate here, because
because she's
I just
over
feel like
the
it's
what she says, the negativity,
and I'm
the
ready to
hate.
just also take off some of the pressure of feeling the need
Some of it's
to
not
vlog everything I
hate.
do.
It's more, we just want the
Lately, I've been trying to
authentic
step back and,
Alex.
like,
Yep.
we are still in a pandemic. There's not
say
a
it
lot
how
going
it
on.
is.
There's not a whole lot to vlog. You know, I'm not doing much, but I've been not feeling the pressure to vlog everything. Like the other day, Yara and I just went to Target and just poked around, and I didn't vlog. And in the back of my head, I had this little voice of like, you should be vlogging, you should be vlogging, you should be vlogging this. And I forced myself not to, and to just like be present and enjoy a good old Target run with my boo, because that's like the best. And you know, 10-15 minutes in, I'm poking around, having a good time with him, and I felt a little bit free, a little bit of peace. And I think it's such muscle memory, you know, for me and probably a lot of other vloggers, to feel the need to vlog so much and share so much. And I think it's been a huge blessing being able to share so much of my vulnerabilities with you guys, because I know it's helped you, and that's meant the whole world, knowing that I've made any one of you feel good in your skin. And I'm sorry if this lets you down. I just want to tell you
The
about
surgery would
it.
not let us down,
Move
Alex.
forward.
It's the lies.
If you don't want to support me after this, I understand, but I'm ready to move forward.
Would you support you if your favorite YouTuber did that?
Like this secret,
They weren't being
and
authentic?
people being so mean about it. I need to just
Be
wipe the
mean
slate
about
clean
it?
and move
Is it
forward.
because you kept trying to hide it and lie about it,
I
and
just
people
want
were like,
everyone- I want
no,
everyone to feel good.
we're not dumb?
That's all I want. I don't
She just wants
understand
people to
spreading
ignore it
hate
and just
or,
tell her
like,
how pretty she is and how
And
good
it's
her
okay,
videos
I
are.
don't get it.
Alex.
I
You
don't
don't
think I've
need an
ever even thumbs down a
explanation.
YouTube
Yeah.
comment, even if
Fine.
I didn't like it. Nonetheless, leave a comment. Like,
Those are the same people that aren't
I don't get it at
understanding.
all, but
Whether it's because they haven't
all I know
watched
is I
her
haven't
for
been
a
doing
long
well,
time,
and I want to live
that
my life.
they only
off
know
camera.
the lying
And I'll
Alex,
still post content,
not the
'cause
authentic
like I said,
Alex.
Yeah,
it's my
they probably are
passion.
newer
I
subscribers who
love
haven't
making
seen
videos,
her,
and it's
literally her
fun,
transformation, and
feels
not in a
like
good
it's all
way.
so fun.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take a little time.
Yeah, you
And
need it.
A lot of time, please.
I don't know what the future holds for this channel in terms of what content is to come, so bear with
I'm
me.
sure sponsored content, because that's the thing she loves the most.
That's what you're tied to. so-
Open up your wallets, people. She's going to be selling you lots of stuff that she
I'll
doesn't
still- I
use.
still have all these fun fashion vlogs to share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has her
and I'm excited to
Fabletics
share them.
sponsorship. She can't forget about that.
And I just want you guys to know I truly love you so much. And
I'm glad she's
I love
taking a
this job.
break.
I'm so damn
Yeah.
thankful for it.
Many reasons, but
I really am.
I would love for her to come back
I hope me
being
talking about
truthful.
having my excess
Yeah.
lower
being
stomach
like, hey, you know what? Whatever you knew about me in the past, like, let's get rid of it. Like, this is me. This is what I'm doing. I'm still insecure.
and
I'm not body positivity, but I believe that you should love yourself in your own skin. But this is where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Follow me from here and on. Like,
Yeah.
that would be amazing if she did that.
Yeah.
And nobody's hating her for that. It's what everybody's asking. Just come out, be truthful. You don't need to, like, feel that you're getting hate because you're exposing so much out on the internet. That's not the point. So hopefully that this break that she takes actually does her good and makes her think about her content that she's making. And hopefully this experience has made her realize that her viewers aren't ignorant to the fact that she's changed.
And that she needs to stop deleting comments. Because that's all she does, deletes comments. Anytime anyone criticizes her or is like, ask about something, even if it's not hateful, she deletes it because she doesn't want to answer the questions. So I hope that she learns from this. I truly hope she comes back and it does like a Telling My Truth Part 2 after like a month or two of just taking time off and just like spills the beans and be like, look, I've been doing some sponsorships that I don't really support and I'm going to stop. I want to be a better person. I want to stop lying. I want to stop feeling like, you know, I have this body positivity under control and that I feel so good about myself.
You need to stop making a show for you guys.
Yeah, like I want her just to be herself and tell us when she's like, oh, I'm not feeling well today. My mental health isn't good. I'm overeating. Like, that kind of stuff is relatable. We all do it, no matter our size. We all stress eat. It's a very normal part of life, but according to Alex, it never happens to her during her whole journey.
And she was like that when she first started.
Yeah.
She was like that. She would say, hey, you know what, guys? I'm like really tired. I didn't really have a good day. She was different. She was...
Yeah.
And not saying that you can't grow, right? And that change is bad all the time. But the way she's doing it, she's losing her credibility, her authenticity. And that's the core of her problem here. And then I don't know, I just really hope that she comes back so much better than she is now.
Yeah, I do too. And I really hope that, that she watches, what people are saying and listens to it and, reads the comments, not the hate ones that are just like, oh, you're fat. I'm not talking about
you're
those.
Fat, you're this, you're that.
Not that. No, but the ones that are like, hey, like, it would be really nice if you opened up more about X, Y, and Z and just really listen to what her audience is craving. Because, in the end, she might not have that many subscribers or that many viewers if she continues on this journey of basically self-destruction, of just continuous lying. Well, that's all we have for you today. This was Commentea. If you like our channel so far, please comment below what you want us to talk about next or who you'd like us to talk about. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our video, and we'll talk to you soon.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Bye, guys.
Bye.